Superhero games are very hit or miss. Some have the accuracy of Deadshot, while others seem to have a story written by a Murloc. But these are the best of the best superhero games that graduated from Xavier's School for Gifted Children. Hey Shackers, Greg here, and today I'm going to go over the top 10 superhero games. Now of course, as always, let's go over the rules. This list will be only one game per franchise, meaning only one Batman Arkham game can be on here. Same goes for any other superhero game sequels, prequels, etc, etc. As always, this list is my own, and it's going to be different than any other person's list. So if you have a favorite superhero game I missed, let me know in the comments below. Now let's suit up for the top 10 superhero games.
I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously! Now let's get this party started!
One of the first online MMO superhero games, how could this game not be on this list? Protect Your City of Heroes, haha, see what I did there? Was spectacularly fun. The amount of powers and gear you could obtain was a great driven force to help improve your hero. And the many expansions had so much content they were bursting at the seams. Being a hero online with your friends hasn't felt like this in a long time.
Well, he stole her from me!
This very underrated superhero game didn't get the attention it deserved. First off, the in-game character models look absolutely beautiful. From the costumes, to the movesets, to the finishers, great care and consideration was taken into account while this game was in development. And from the guys who made the original Mortal Kombat, I wouldn't expect anything less. The story was also very interesting. This may be a fighting game that will be forgotten, but it was one of the best looking DC fighting games I've ever laid my eyes on. There are a lot of X-Men fighting games out there, but I think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was the appropriate choice. This fighting game is still renowned as one of the best of all time. With a huge roster of superheroes and villains to choose from, it was a Marvel fan's paradise. Want Venom, Spider-Man, and Sabretooth on your team? Sounds good to me. One of the most famous and well-known superhero games on the SNES, Turtles in Time was the game your friends played until the sun rose in the morning. Hitting and throwing members of the Foot Clan and fighting your way through different eras in time were some of the fondest memories of my childhood. These green-shelled heroes will be around forever, or until Michael Bay makes us hate them again.
I'm the best there is at what I do. At least the people still living after I'm done doing it say that.
So being a movie tie-in game, as well as a superhero game, you'd expect X-Men Origins Wolverine to be terrible. But it wasn't. The game was actually pretty fun. Hacking and slashing your way through endless waves of enemies made you feel like Wolverine. The blood and gore everywhere, cutting off limbs and having the slow-mo camera are a nice touch. Although the game is a bit on the short side, it was extremely fun. He truly is the best at what he does.
This is how it all began. Which, of course, leads to nonsense like this. A few months ago, I reunited with my childhood friend Eddie Brock.
The great thing about this game was its amazing art style. Based off the current line of Ultimate Comics at that time, the developers of the game did a fantastic job mimicking the comic art style. The story was great, and he met a lot of Spider-Man's friends, foes, and even X-Men on his journey. Oh, did I also mention you get to play as Venom, my favorite Spider-Man villain, hero, anti-hero, whatever the hell he is now. Sure, the web swinging wasn't as smooth as other Spider-Man games, but the story and graphics made up for it tenfold. I would love to see an HD remaster of this. It would look absolutely spectacular.
Spectacular, spectacular, Spider-Man. Spectacular, spectacular.
Is this what my powers are gonna do to me? A warped body and twisted mind? Is that my future?
You'll never control it, Cole. It controls you.
Now this game is so high on this list because of one big factor. It's a new IP, and they did a great job of creating an open world superhero experience. Creating new heroes and villains, origins for said heroes and villains, and a vast open world for you to help save or destroy was a blast. I will always look up to Infamous for how brave it was for trying to break the mold in the superhero game genre.
Not on my watch.
This is a priority alert to all metahumans. UNN Alpha requests immediate assistance.
Thor, take care of those gunships. Spider-Man, draw them towards the stern.
Sure thing.
So I have a confession to make. I'm a huge fan of deep dungeon crawlers, and although Ultimate Alliance isn't as deep a game as, say, Diablo 3, it was still one of the best superhero games I've ever played. The sheer amount of heroes you could play as was astonishing, and each character felt just different enough to make the gameplay feel unique. It had everything a good game needs to be enjoyable.
Hey, Cap, looks like you could use some help.
I swear I'm not! Bob, grab the girl and get out of here.
Get out of my way! Come here, you! Mind if I cut in?
So a lot of people may be wondering why I didn't put X-Men Legends 2 on here instead. Well, to simply put it, I remember the first one more. I remember maxing out Iceman's Ice Beam and slamming people into walls as Colossus, but most of all, I remember its great story and tactical gameplay. And I really enjoyed that the game gave you plenty of options to customize your team anywhere you want. It was a surprisingly deep game. I really hope in the future we see another X-Men Legends game.
So, you know my name. Good. Because I know everything about you. Your darkest secret. Your ultimate weakness. I know you are Bruce Wayne.
I remember when Arkham Asylum came out. It was awesome. And everyone kept saying, wouldn't it be even more awesome if this was open world? Could you imagine it? And that's how Arkham City was born. Everything that made the first game great had been improved, which made everything more epic. The story, gameplay, and world had met the high expectations of its predecessor and beyond. I think you'll be hard-pressed to find a superhero game better than Batman Arkham City. What superhero games do you guys like the best? Let us know in the comments below. And if you have an idea for a top 10 you'd like to see, tweet me at GrayBrook85. Hashtag top 10. I'm always open to suggestions and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys. For more top 10s like this, you're already in the right place. You're on Shacknews.com.